Hey there, it's me, Nate, and today we're going to be recapping my reading month for the month of, June. June of 2026. Had a bit of a brain fart there for a second, but oh well. Now, I've mentioned this in my videos throughout the month of June, but this was kind of a bit of an off reading month for me. Not in the sense that I didn't get to read much, more in the sense that a lot of what I read in June I did not enjoy, or if I started a book and I got part of the way through it and then, may end up DNFing it. So it was a lot of that, and me dropping a lot of series and things like that. So I'm not going to go through every book that I DNF'd, but some highlights of like series that I'm not going to be continuing on with on the channel, or just continuing with in general. So Dresden, I got halfway through Summer Night, and I ended up DNFing it. I'm sure, from all accounts, that Dresden gets better and better, but for me, Dresden was so many peaks and valleys, because I liked Stormfront, I hated Full Moon, I thought Grave Peril was great, and then I thought Summer Night was mediocre. And it's just like, I can't have this roller coaster of a series. When it comes to a series, I expect a certain kind of level of like consistent quality throughout. There might be like a book that is off here or there, but if it's like every other book, I'm flipping a coin if it's going to be worth my time to read, then I don't want to continue with that series. Another thing I'm not going to be continuing to read is the High Republic Star Wars books. I love Light of the Jedi. I think that's a great book. And I felt like that book really set up the High Republic to be an interesting era to read. But as I continued to read more of the High Republic books, they never lived up to what Light of the Jedi was, or even came anywhere near close to it. I felt like it was just mediocrity upon mediocrity in terms of the High Republic books. So I'm not going to be continuing those either. Harry Potter. I think Sorcerer's Stone is a great book. I thought I ended up DNFing Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban, I was really trying, but I couldn't stick with it either, so I'm not going to be reading any more Harry Potter. So I think those were all the series. Oh, no, wait, there was one more. So the Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn. Not the original from the, what do they call it? The Legacy Star Wars canon. I'm talking about the newer Disney canon. Because I love that first Thrawn book, but Thrawn Alliances and Thrawn Treason. I think both of those, while being well-written books, are a bit tedious to get through. So I ended up DNFing those as well. And a couple more. Let's see. So I had read and reviewed Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon here on the channel, and I was intending on having a review out for A Day of Fallen Night, which is in the same series. That book was boring as hell. I got about, 60 pages into it, and I can't be bothered to continue with this. It's so boring, and because A Day of Fallen Night takes place 500 years before Priory of the Orange Tree, and it just felt the exact same as Priory of the Orange Tree with significantly less interesting characters. So I couldn't do it. And I think that's everything of like real substantial note that I want to talk about that I ended up DNFing here in June. So yeah, I went through a lot of books in June. Like if I made a stack of all the books I tried in June, it'd be pretty huge. So yeah. But in terms of books I actually finished, I finished two that I'll be talking about here today. So first off, we have Tower of Swallows by Andrzej Sapkowski. This is the sixth Witcher book. It's always I always have to count because I can never remember. So yeah, this is in terms of the main Witcher saga, this is the penultimate book. And this is mostly a Ciri focused book. There are some sections with Geralt, some sections with Yennefer that were both, pretty good. But this is really a Ciri focused book. And now this is like my favorite book in the series. Before it was Baptism of Fire, and now it's Tower of Swallows. And I really enjoyed this book. So I plan on reading, what is it called? The Lady of the Lake in July. And finishing out the main Witcher saga. I do also, in the months after that, plan on reading Season of Storms and Crossroads of Ravens. So that way I can have all of the Witcher books done and completed. But yeah, definitely, I am looking forward to having the main story of the Witcher books done next month. So that'll be really exciting. And if you want to, I have a review out for Tower of Swallows. I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. Either I'll put the video link or the link to the my playlist for all of my Witcher reviews, because I have one of that. And then I decided to try another Jim Butcher series. I got this book for relatively cheap, and this is Furies of Calderon by Jim Butcher. And this is the first book of his Codex Alera series. And unlike Dresden, which is a urban fantasy, Codex Alera is his epic fantasy story. And there's 6 books, and starting with Furies of Calderon. And basically, the Codex Alera series takes the premise of, what if you have a Roman-inspired fantasy culture, and they use magic with elemental kind of spirits or creatures similar to something like Pokemon. And that is like the basic gist of it. And there's there's political intrigue, there's coming of age, there's a lot of action scenes, there's different cultures. So the first chunk of the book I was really enjoying, and then it kind of became more mixed as it went along. I'd be like, oh, this is kind of boring. This is more back-to-back action scenes. Then there was like this really cool part, and then it would kind of drag again. So I do have a review for this out on the channel, and you can watch it by following the link. And in that review, I said it was a bad book. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And now that I've had some more days, some more time to kind of think it over, my mind kept on coming back to this book, and I've been thinking about it. So I think I'll bump up my score to 3 out of 5 stars. It's an okay book, because I do think about, I like some of the villain characters. There are a couple parts of the book I do enjoy. So not in July, but I think maybe in August I'll pick up the second book and give that a try, because a lot of people say for the Codex Alera that the first book is the worst one, and then it picks up a lot in the second book onwards. So we'll see. I don't know. I feel like Jim Butcher, he sells me a really good he sells me a bag of of goods that looks really promising, and the premise is usually always solid, and then as I get into it, I it kind of falls off for me. So we'll see. I don't know. Jim Butcher has 3 series, and it'd be nice if if I could enjoy and get through one of them. So we shall see about that. But yeah, those were the 2 books I finished in the month of June. So yeah, in the comments below, tell me what you guys read here in June, like what all you got finished, and what you thought about them. And if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. I plan on having some more videos out this week. I want to do a book haul video for the month of June, everything I managed to get my hands on. And then I should be able to put out my TBR video for July, because I think July is going to be a big month. So yeah, until next time, have a good day.